Yeah.
Welcome to the Pod of Desires podcast. Today I am joined by Nesh.
Yo, thank you, Max, for having me.
Oh, of course. You are the GUU Meister, of course. As you know on this podcast, it's usual. I'm saying usual, but this is episode like 3 or 4 by this point, so it's not very usual. Usually we have 3 things we want to talk about. First, there's the news, just the latest GUU, using your language. Then the guest, meaning you. We're going to talk all about, your YuGiOh career so far. And then finally the game, just trying to talk about very specific things about YuGiOh, the meta, and so forth. So the news, today we're in YCS Lyon.
Okay, so there were 2 relevant decks.
Uh-huh.
It was Sprite and Tier Elements, I'll say.
Really? You
Yeah.
think Sprite was more
Sprite
prevalent?
was more prevalent,
Yeah?
actually. Like, I know already about that, to be honest. Like,
Okay.
there were news, and also, like, during the Friday, you could actually see how many people swear on which deck. Like,
Oh,
people
yeah, in the
go
3v3
around,
and
buy
stuff?
cards and stuff, play
Yeah.
side events. So we know for sure there were more Sprites. We were also expecting more Sprites because of the new card, the Engraving. That's actually a nice deck to defeat Tier Elements.
Right, Gravekeeper's Inscription, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Castira, I did not expect so many.
Really?
Actually. Yes. I guess the ban list actually caused people to buy it at the end. Otherwise, I would have expected way less than the amount.
Really? That's interesting because the way I saw it when I first tested it, I thought this is shit. I thought this deck fucking sucks. Ash fucks it sometimes. Imperm fucks it sometimes. But then I spoke to Hani and he started talking about stuff. I was like, fuck, I'm an idiot. I didn't see it. I thought other people would have seen what I saw and then not be on it. But I also thought some people would be like the flu kind of player that are like, fuck it.
Okay, let's talk about what people don't know about Castira.
Okay.
The best player in the room were locking with a double ball, like the double Shangri-La.
Yeah.
They were locking 5 spell and trap zones in order to play around every board breaker.
Oh, that I didn't know.
So basically, we got Ani and we got Dinkabui that were doing this. The Ani run didn't go so well. I didn't check yet for the Dinkabui one, but last time I saw him, like, he was 5-1, so...
Okay.
The next ban list, I don't think Tier Element is totally dead. I think you will see it as a super engine.
Yes,
It can be played, like, paired with Shadows, it can be paired with Castira, because to level 7 is equal to whichever fusion, because you go make a Phantom Beast, summon 2 tokens, the 2 tokens sync to Cherubini, because the 2 tokens are level 3.
Yep. Send King of the
Cherubinis.
Swamp. Yeah.
And then you go into Sprints and Merle, and that's literally whichever fusion. Then there are other combos that I'm kinda trying to develop, and I have to tell you, the end board are still crazy.
Okay, but let's do some hot takes here, right? So I agree, right? I think tier as an engine, you splash it into some pile, something else with it, right? But the issue is, if you think, oh, I'm gonna play tier, just tier with King of the Swamp, tier with like, you're still losing to just a Bestial, right? On the tier engine side.
No, but that's why you have to pair it with another engine,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Castira. I think Castira is the complement of the tier engine right
Okay.
now. Then there will be also other takes, but I think the tier element engine is still broken. Like the mechanic of summoning, fusion summoning from the extra deck using cards in the graveyard is something that shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
Shouldn't actually exist. For the next format, I'm expecting a more control-ish format. It will be, in my opinion, EV combo. Even though there are some Dragon Link players that are trying to test the new GUU,
Did you already talk a lot to Hani for some reason? Like, he spoke to me on the previous podcast episode about like, oh, I'm gonna try Dragon Link. So
No, I mean, that's literally the first thing that comes in your mouth.
Really?
Because the precedent meta was involving Dragon Link. Dragon Link had a very hard time to die. Like, it actually didn't want to die.
Yeah.
Like, it was like a burning abyss. Now...
it's a much better Burning Abyss, though.
Yeah, I mean,
because
I guess so.
It can grab from anything, whereas
I'm
Burning
sorry,
Abyss is
Fafa.
like...
Okay.
He won't be watching this. It is okay. We're only episode 3-4 right now. Like, he won't know.
And basically, like, when you think about an EV combo that can play around multiple interruptions or entraps, then the first things that come in your mind is Dragon Link, because it has multiple layers.
Also, lots of room for hand traps usually,
Yeah,
right? Because we saw the pile deck 60 cards playing like 20 hand traps, something crazy.
And
like
also
that.
because there are a lot of cards that do the same thing. That's why Dragon Link is a very good deck to move on 60.
Yeah.
Because there are so many cards in the game that accomplish the same goal of a card you need in that deck.
Yeah.
So you don't care about moving around 50, 60. It's actually the only deck, one of the very few deck that can do it.
Every card is like a 9 off just because they all have the same roll,
Yeah.
right? You're moving really fast on this though. Like we were just in YCS Lyon, you already went through the ban list, then you went straight to the next format already.
Okay. You want to talk about YCS Lyon? I didn't buy the ticket.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
I didn't buy the ticket. And that's my second time. I'm dubbing on this shit.
Oh, this is why you're like, fuck YCS Lyon, I don't even want to talk about it anymore, I'm just mad.
Okay, so I tried to play side events. I went crazy. Like the first day I did 40 points. Then yesterday I decided to party all night. Annie was supposed to play the tributary with me. I wake up at 12 p.m. I call Annie. Yo, Annie, I just woke up. And Annie was like, yo, that's crazy. I just woke up too.
Oh my god, no. Okay, so, but now you're stuck with 40 points, right?
Yeah, I'm stuck with 40 points. You cannot stack.
You cannot be, yeah, if you're
cannot
in a 3v3
stack points.
and together, you cannot
Yeah.
buy a prize card.
You cannot buy a prize card together.
Yeah.
You cannot gift points. You can only use those points during this event.
Yes.
So I agree on the fact that the points should be on the up.
Yes, because people were abusing the system previously without getting into
Bro,
like,
they
stuff.
literally made a ticket machine
Yes.
in Dortmund
Yes,
for
apparently,
fake points.
I don't know the specifics, but I know people were fucking with the system and it
Bro,
went
they
bad.
broke literally ACAB. I'm telling you. So they decided to fix this issue by running the point system on the app,
Yeah.
which makes totally sense. I
Yeah.
already also spoke with the tournament organizer because I was like, okay, I totally understand this, but if I'm playing a 3v3 with my team
Then you
and
want
we are
to-
winning the 3v3, I want to buy a fucking giant card.
Yeah, of course. Like you don't want 3 more mats. You want that giant card. That's the reason you're
I'm
here.
telling you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like that Kashtira Riser right there in the main venue
Yeah.
has written my name of it. on it.
Oh, that's too bad because it also has my name on it. I'm sorry. That's so weird. Are both our names on it? Like, we can cut it, you know, just with the scissors, and we both get one part. You know. One thing I saw and that was really interesting was I don't know if Chris LeBlanc is on this, but I saw Hoban was on this like Kashtira plus Steer type of deck, like
I
the
saw
hybrid,
it.
but without going as heavy into the Kashtira.
Okay, here is the thing. I saw the deck list. I'm not gonna disclose like any particular informations about that because they might actually decide to fix it a little bit for the future. So I'm not gonna disclose like private information about how the deck was built.
I had him on the podcast already, by the way.
Oh, okay. Did
But
he
you can't
explain
go
the deck?
super. But
Okay.
well,
Did he go deep into that?
not
Like,
super deep. So
Okay,
you
so
know.
let's talk about like general engine. I guess he took a board breaker approach, which I agree with. My main issue with that is running too many Kashtira. Way too many Kashtira.
Yeah, he ran a lot.
And he maximized also on the tier elements. Like it's like a pile. Like
Yes, it's a
better
pile.
draw one of those. I don't think Kashtira cards in tier elements are good except for Unicorn. I think Unicorn is crazy,
Okay.
but Ferrer is ass.
Oh, really?
It's very, very bad.
Okay.
Because Ferrer alone doesn't do a lot right now in tier elements.
Yeah,
But
going
Unicorn
second.
alone does a lot.
So-
but even going second.
So
Unicorn
going
is
second
bad.
was my issue with the cards, actually. I was trying 3 Fenrir, 3 field spell, and so forth, and I was like, my field always is full already. I already have my Hoffen's activation, my Bischels, my Kelbeck. I used all this shit, and now I have a Fenrir in my hand, and I can't do anything with it. It's just sitting there.
That's why I run just one.
Yeah, I also played one, and you can just search it with Raid Song at 1.
Yeah, like I think if you start with Unicorn, you have so much of an edge against your opponent instead of starting with Ferrer. That doesn't do a lot. I totally see the points of people saying, okay, you play against Floodgates, you play against like those weird decks. But if you are looking to play tier elements to face weird decks, why are you playing Bestials?
That's true. However, I will say, I don't actually care about Floodgates with tier, though. You can just go Perlerino plus Medora, and
I mean,
it's
yeah,
GG,
like
right?
that's all I'm saying. Like tier is a deck that only by engine beats weird decks.
Yeah,
Only
exactly.
by engine.
Yeah.
Then you run literally non-engine for the mirror, and for the bullshit deck like Kashtira
Kashtira, yeah.
and Flanderis.
Yep. Yeah, so I don't know, like I saw their deck, I thought it was spicy as hell. I thought maybe I was dumb.
And
maybe
it's
I didn't
too
see it,
spicy,
but
bro.
Too spicy.
Too
yeah.
spicy.
So moving on from YCS Lyon, I know it's still hurting in your heart right now, so we can just forget all about it. You can try and get to Arise Heart later.
Oh, but I bought the ticket for London.
Did you already have one?
I did.
Oh, so
I bought it.
we see you in London?
You are seeing me in London and I'm playing there.
Oh, that's very clean. Me too. I'm gonna top it.
Let's go.
We start with that.
No, start high.
Start high, okay, I'm gonna win London twice. Yeah, that's right. That's how high I'm starting. And then I can go down to winning once and then I'm happy, you know? Going into basically the London format, we had a nuke of a ban list. And you talked about it a little bit already with the Dragon Link and so forth. And you think tier will still be the engine, right? Or an engine?
It will be an engine. Right now also there is Branded that's a favorite right now.
And you can splash it in
My
that.
main issue with Branded, it's very sideable. Like
Yeah.
you can really easily side against it. It's
Nib,
not,
evenly,
yeah, post side
Ash.
it's not a big deal to deal with Branded. So I like the Branded engine too. Maybe it might see a future as also a subpar engine. Maybe my next deck is gonna be a pile of subpar engine that work together.
A pile of Kashtira branded tier, Sprite,
Rane.
everything. Phantom Knights, bro. Put some Phantom Knights in there. That'll
Rane,
make me
man.
real happy too. One thing that was also on the ban list that I found fucking crazy is Ancient Fairy Dragon.
There is an errata that's gonna be legal in March.
Yes, but that's not fixing the issue.
That's
though.
not fixing the issue, I
Card is
guess.
still
But they
crazy.
just are trying to copy the OCG ban list, to be honest. At that point, it's like that there are some similarities about the OCG ban list and the TCG one. I don't think it's gonna hurt too much to have Ancient Fairy Dragon in the meta.
Oh, I'm not talking about hurting, but the amount of bullshit pile decks you can make with this thing is insane.
I mean, there is still the Strudo, no? Like
Yeah.
it was a one-off, now it's a three-off.
Yep.
I guess they are not killing all the combo decks, or
No.
they are basically wanna bring back Dragon Link. That's about it. Like it's
I
also
mean-
level 7. You might see some spicy together with Kashtira maybe in the future.
Yep. Maybe with a Brave token, with a hand trap, you know, go back to 2022.
We might see that actually. We might actually see that. Like in OCG, you don't see a lot of Pile Scouts on Maxi.
Yeah, exactly.
But in this, like in TCG, I don't dislike piles. If they make sense and they have like every engine that clash perfectly with each other,
Yeah.
then it totally makes sense to run a pile, in my opinion, if you also do the math about your free spots, if you need free spots, because in my opinion, the next format is going to be control-ish, it's going to be mid-range. It's
Oh,
not going to
really?
be a combo format, in my
So it's going to be like the 2022 national season, but without the side locking? Do you feel it's something like that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why they also ban side.
Yeah.
I think they did an amazing job with this ban list.
Oh, really? Crush Card weren't happy with the ban list.
They weren't happy because of Shifter. Okay, I got it. But they have to sell Kashtira. Did you see the price of Kashtira? Who's
I
gonna buy
know.
that shit without Shifter?
It's a 2 in Master Duel right now, you know, if you want to make it more sacky, that's bring Max C to 2, you know, spice it up a little bit like that. But yeah, so you don't actually rate Ancient Fairy as high, or you think it's like,
I don't think it's the end of the world. I think it's fine.
okay,
I think it's
that-
fine.
that's very
Like
interesting.
the card that's gonna be used about the Strudo is also into
I see.
Yazi.
yeah, of
That might
course.
be an issue.
Yeah, Destrudo into Yazi, and then maybe that turns
You
into
can also like
Mare
special
Mare.
summon Malemare. You know, like
Oh,
we
I'm-
saw already back in the days, Patrick Coban and the other guys from the USA being on Malemare bullshit.
Yes, Mare bullshit was like...
Yeah, now we
whenever
got
it was
3
legal, it was
Destrudo
insane.
again.
Yeah,
We might see a going second deck again.
yeah. We literally saw Christian Urena last year do Mare bullshit in Punk
Yeah.
Brave.
Yeah.
Like, that shit's crazy. I think that covers it pretty well. So now we should move on to the guest, which is you.
What's up, man?
So we all know you're like the dueling book god, like just grinding away, winning fucking everything, destroying people, always finding every line, and then turning that into this new content creation empire that you're starting. Tell us about
Those are
this.
big words, bro. Those
bro,
are big
bro,
words.
I'm just
Okay,
speaking
so-
facts, you know.
Here's the thing. I love this game.
Mm-hmm.
I study it so much. It's like an obsession to me. Like
Mm-hmm.
I go shower, I think about YuGiOh. When I was in high school, my girlfriend was thinking I was cheating on her, but I was just playing YuGiOh.
Makes sense. Is that really
I
all?
I was in classroom and I was drawing Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah.
Like I'm obsessed with this game.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about interaction. When I go to sleep, I dream about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Like I dream about decks, and I also think like, what can I do? Like how can I fix this issue? Because after a long time of playing the deck, or after a long time of playing different decks, you recognize when there is a lack in in the combo, or there is a problem that can be fixed. Because every time there is a ban list, I read the entire card pool
Yep.
one or two twice or twice.
I've seen you do that on stream sometimes, like at least part of it, going
Yeah.
through all the garbage, going like this sucks, sucks, sucks. Oh, maybe. And I
Yeah, I actually do that because I want actually to start performing in real life. I feel like my followers want this from me.
Mhm. Yes.
I don't really mind, but I actually feel them and that's why I'm traveling to meet them, and I actually want to perform. And that's why I'm gonna buy the next tickets. That's a promise. Like that, I'm actually gonna buy.
You're not doing another Lyon.
Lyon was, you know,
the
was
one
just,
time, yes.
Yeah, one time.
Your one mistake, bro. But now you're buying
One
every ticket instantly. Just
Now I'm gonna buy every ticket. I'm gonna play every event.
yes. Okay, that's awesome.
It's not gonna be probably this year my world race. It's gonna be probably the next year.
It's probably because it was also like kind of late, right? Like they didn't.
And also I
didn't announce
started this
anything.
year playing in real life. So
Yeah. So you're missing out
I'm
on like a
not
bunch of
I'm not
points.
really confident. I'm not really,
Really?
confident in I'm not really confident on joining events. How can I explain it? I'm not used to
The whole vibe, right? Like
yeah,
on
the whole
Dueling Book,
thing.
you can think like, oh, I'm gonna find a line. I'll take quite a bit of time. But here you have this annoying timer. Might like fuck you up. Shuffling is like also adding to the timer. Is it a time thing or is it like other stuff as
to
well?
be honest, I'm playing fast. Like because I trained with Ani, I trained with Pac, I trained with the guys of Red and Trade. So shout out to Red and Trade. I'm sorry.
I'll put it in the description.
Yeah. So I tested with those guys, and like they are fast.
Yeah.
Like they are fast.
Yeah.
I'm getting a glimpse on how I should play. I don't think I'm that bad, to be honest. Like
Okay.
to be honest,
Yeah, I didn't
don't
assume
see
it's just
myself.
like I don't know what else you could.
It's more about the table talking. Like
Oh yeah.
it's more about the table talking because there are some players, like very strong players, that even if they open garbage, they like talk to their opponent or let them think that they open it insane, or and the opponent starts scrambling, misplaying, ends on nothing, and they still win somehow.
Yes.
So that's probably what I'm missing. It's more about the table skill.
Okay, I see. Though to be fair, we don't really know if you're missing it because you haven't joined many events, right? So like, and I know back in YCS Pasadena, you were this close to topping and you just got sick.
Bro,
So that doesn't really count.
I had
either.
it. I had it in
Yeah.
Pasadena. I actually had it.
Yeah.
I literally came to Pac. I'm not feeling well.
Yeah.
I'm actually down bad right now.
Yeah.
Like I was super dead.
I saw, bro. I came to you. I was like excited to like have a little talk. And you were like, dying. So yeah, that sucks. But so it's possible that you're not really missing anything yet, and it's just like you got to enter like 1 or 2 events. Just
I'm
to-
gonna run more. I'm gonna definitely enter more events. I know that people want me to do that.
Yes, of course, because like
I want to show that I'm not.
emotional time.
No,
right?
no. I'm not. No. I'm not. I just don't have the words. Help me.
Oh, okay. It's the Italian.
I'm not failing. Like I'm not fooling people.
Yes, exactly. So is it for you then like we know just from DB ranking that you're constantly beating the best,
Yeah.
right? And you want to show like, look, I also have these official Konami results like,
Yeah.
to back it up. Right?
Yeah.
I get
I'll
that.
do that.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, because you're honestly like a lot of people won't even listen to YouTube takes because they think, oh, it's just some guy on YouTube. But people actually listen to you because you're that fucking good.
Because okay, here is the thing. Even though I don't have titles, good players recognize the fact that I'm speaking facts.
Yeah, exactly. Like you
Because-
have been so consistently right on so many things that people still go, Nesh fucking knows it.
I have just to prove my point now.
Yes, exactly. Now you go like, I go to 1, 2, 3 YCSs, got those stops, and you go like, look, I told you, I got the GUU. I mean, that is what it is, right?
Yeah, that
Like,
was crazy. That was crazy.
We should do a rap sometimes. Apparently, I suck at rapping, but we'll get there somehow. Now that we kind of talked about that, because you're doing the inverse of what other people do. Like, I saw pro players gradually turning into content creators,
Yeah.
but you're a godly player who took fucking content creation and now wants to get the titles on top. So you're doing like the whole... You're doing
Yeah,
the
I'm
whole
weird,
line,
bro.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
weird.
doing the whole line back and forth. Is there any challenge you feel in that? Like, is there one major challenge you have right now in this?
To be honest, I love both the sides of Yu-Gi-Oh. The content creator side and the player side.
Yeah.
But they are very different.
Yes.
You cannot be a content creator if you want to top consistently. You cannot top consistently if you want to be a content creator.
Yep.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do both, baby. Boom.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go here with some other thing, and you were
Nah,
like,
nah,
shit,
nah,
man. Okay, I dig it, but it is true. It is also just very
Yeah.
hard to make like the super deep content, you know, like, oh, I'm gonna talk to you about this one main phase for 2 hours now. And there's people who are like, bro, I just want to watch some Master Duel, you know?
Yeah, here is the thing. I have some content that I really wanted to post on my channel. It was an explanation of 2 hours duels in which I go back and forth about what could happen, what could not happen, why I did this, but then you need to be very involved
Yes.
in order to listen this entire
Yes.
thingy.
You need to be in the top 3% of players.
Yeah,
to
and
get
that doesn't make any sense from content creators. Like you want
Exactly.
something easy, something
Exactly.
splashable. And that's why you're gonna see some Master Duel on my
Here's
main
my
channel.
Red
on
Eyes
YouTube.
deck being the best deck ever. Whoa,
Did he say dick?
What? No, Red Eyes deck.
Yeah.
Sometimes my subtitles actually say dick though because of my pronunciation. So, but it is what it is. We like to make it a little spicy on the podcast, you know. It is true. So you will always automatically only talk to like the top X% of players because the content is going to be slightly more in depth, right, and complex.
Yeah.
I personally don't see you making like a reaction on a Master Duel Nibiru moment or whatever, right? If I could have your look right now, I need a second camera just just to get that on here. So with that being said, do you have any goals right now when it comes to well, Yu-Gi-Oh we know, you know, just getting those titles, but do you have in content creation any goals then?
Yeah, I do. Content creation in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not so big, you know that, right? Except for a few streamers like Farfa, MBT. There is now this encoder that's doing very great, Joshua Schmidt. They're doing great. I believe we can do better.
Okay.
I believe Yu-Gi-Oh! Can reach 3,000.
Okay.
Because back in the days, and also MBT, also they say that there is only one content creator on YouTube
can
that
get a
might
million?
1 million subscribers.
Yes.
And that's Sam. We can have more Sam.
Okay.
It's more about, do you want to commit? How much you want to commit?
Yes.
Because Sam committed everything in order to reach almost 1 million.
Every single day he's uploading super well produced, entertaining content that people
Sam super committed.
yes, anywhere from in Yu-Gi-Oh can actually watch that. And that's really important, right? Because it's like we can talk for 2 hours about a certain line and that's cool. I love that content. But like there's again 50% of players won't be willing to listen to that. Sam is able to create super highly produced, amazing videos that anyone, the full 100% of players will click, watch, enjoy, and then he does that every day. That's mind-blowing. There's no one else doing it.
And that's why I will be the first one hitting 1 million, man.
Oh, you're gonna be the first one.
He will be.
He will be. Okay, okay. Yes.
To be honest, I'm very far. I'm very far from that.
How much do you have right now in subs?
6,000.
Solid.
6,000 on YouTube and 10,000 on Twitch.
Yeah, but Twitch is where you like really started, right?
I start from Twitch. Most
Yeah.
of people start from YouTube. I'm literally doing the reverse, as you say.
Just like we said, in everything you just want to make it harder for yourself. But that's more interesting, right?
I guess so.
People couldn't get to GUU unless they came to your stream, and then it was gone, so to speak, right? They had to
Yeah.
be there to get it, and so
Yeah.
maybe that created some more allure. You also had the Discord at one point. I don't know if that's still a thing, but like this
I
Discord
had the
of-
Colosseum Discord
Yes.
to run wager matches, you know, like
Yes.
wager matches. Wager? Or
Yeah, wager. Yeah. yeah.
Wager matches. So it was highly competitive.
What? Yes, of course, no problem. Oh, okay.
Crash cards.
I did read them.
Want me to take it?
Yeah, is that alright? Sorry,
Yeah, of course.
didn't know you guys were live. I was like,
Can I put this in the podcast or do I cut it out?
you're more than welcome to.
Okay, cool.
You see, people love memes.
Yes, indeed. That is the stuff that actually gets people talking as well, though.
Podcast, can I just say if they can hear me?
Okay, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Dino Best Deck, Mr. Free.
Okay, Dino Best Deck. Well, we have Wild Survivors coming out very soon. Got a crazy spell card in there. I don't know if you've seen that thing.
Which one?
It
the
like
new-
automatically dumps baby. It's like fucking insane. Bro, what? Again, I need a second camera just for your face right here. Did you not see the new Wild Survivor spell card?
I don't remember.
Bro, okay, so there's a new Wild Survivor spell card that basically says like, start all your dino plays for free. Of course. You've not seen it?
No, I didn't.
You're gonna come home from Lyon. You're gonna-
Is it in Photon Hypernova?
No,
No,
Wild
where?
Survivors, the new set.
Oh, the new set. I didn't read
Yeah.
that.
Oh, bro, you're gonna read it. You're gonna go crazy. You're like, Everything else in there fucking sucks so far, in my opinion. Maybe we'll see if there's other support and so forth. But I've read them. I'm like, oh shit. I see the spell. I'm like, bro, you'll see 5,000 lines when you.
I'll see that.
Yes.
Pac convinced me to start from Twitch. Also, the luxury stuff convinced me to start from Twitch.
Okay.
Then I departed my way with the luxury. I kept doing Twitch. I wasn't really sure about doing YouTube because I didn't see myself doing YouTube videos. It's like because the content on YouTube is not competitive. Well, before Pac decided to do like the competitive, I mean, there were only Pac.
Yeah.
There were only Pac. Then Josh joined. Then I felt like maybe I should join too. And I joined. I did a few of competitive videos, like you remember when I took the Wisest written feature and I turned them into videos.
Yes, that was insane.
2,000 views. Nothing.
That's not many views for the amount of work that took.
I literally spent an entire week
Oh, yeah.
doing that, and I got 2,000 views for that. Literally 4 different episodes. Then I put as a thumbnail Jesse Cotton being punched by a shifter. 5,000 views.
There we go. That's
YouTube. And then we hit that. And then we hit the 5,000. Then I do some trolley stuff in which I scream and do dummy stuff for insulting people. 10,000 views.
Yeah.
And then you want competitive? What you want me to say?
I know.
If you want the competitive stuff, come on my Twitch. If you want to have some laughs, come on my YouTube.
Yeah, that's
Because-
smart. There might still be a way to put them together, you know? I think that's also where you're probably gonna go.
I can
Because-
I liked the fact that DB Grinder recently made 5 hours testing video.
Yeah.
Maybe I could do something around those lines.
Yeah.
And see
for
how
sure.
it goes. If it goes well, maybe I can keep doing that. If it doesn't go well, fuck it.
Yes. What also is important though is those kinds of videos get a shit ton of watch time. There's a Magic channel, and I think he's like the second highest paid channel, but he's not the biggest channel at all. He has like 100k subs, but in Magic there's a bunch of channels with 100k subs, right? But he's making a shit ton because what he does is he makes a deck profile of like a couple minutes, just quick like, oh, here's the cards, blah, blah, blah. And then he plays for an hour, a full hour of him playing with that deck. That means that some people just watch the little bit of the deck profile, so they click it, they will watch it, you know, so they are a click, they are a view. But after that, a bunch of them all watch an hour of content, which
An
is
hour of
all
content is crazy,
monetized.
yeah.
That is like worth 5 videos in terms of ad revenue. So this guy was making like multiple 5 figures constantly just from YouTube ad revenue, making those types of Magic videos. You could do something like that, where you
I
make
think I'll do that.
like the short profile, so people like will have clicked and will be there for a little while, and then you can go super in depth straight after. I think that is like, I think that's the way to do it, because this guy is like, he broke the algorithm basically when it came to Magic. I forgot his name. You should check him out. I also copied the way he did thumbnails at one point because they were very good.
I mean, we copied the thumbnail GUU. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joshi. Jai.
Whoa, yeah, I saw that on Twitter. Right?
Okay, that was my editor. My editor
Okay.
literally copied Josh thumbnail.
Yeah.
And I was on stream when he came
Yeah.
with that thumbnail. I was like, Pedro, did you copy the thumbnail of Joshua? I was like, no, I made it better. I was like, yo.
Oh, Pedro,
Yo.
the God right here. Oh my God, yeah. I remember there was one point where you needed like a new emoticon, and I like exported it, and I fucked it up, and I thought like, shit, Nesh is gonna destroy me. And then Pedu, like 5 minutes later, here it is, fixed it. I was like, I got cucked by Pedu. Like, what is this?
You want to know where I found him?
What? Where?
Okay, we were in an Italian circle, okay, like in between Italians and stuff, like
Okay.
in a Discord. He works for OnlyFans.
He works for OnlyFans.
Yeah, doing videos for OnlyFans.
Okay, cool.
I was like, if someone has to be my editor, it has to be you, baby.
Oh my God, have you ever told this story?
I think on stream.
Oh, okay, maybe once on stream. Yeah, again, this is the type of stuff, though, you could make into casual content. You could go like, my editor works on OnlyFans, blah, 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 turn it into some kind of video, and make some YuGiOh into it somehow, you know.
It does the cartoon porn stuff, but I was like, nah, man.
Nice.
It was like, do you need a cartoon porn? I was like, no. Stop.
Hey, man, if you ever want to branch out, you know, the Nesh hentai, it's just waiting there. Holy fucking shit. So how about we talk a little bit about the game? And this is going to be very, very broad. How do you like YuGiOh right now? Because I know you love YuGiOh, but just how the game feels, how the meta feels, how everything
Okay.
How do you like it?
I have a competitive mind setting. in a tier elements, in a full tier element format, I love it.
Yeah. Okay.
I love a full tier element format because it's more skill based.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, obviously, I can totally understand that there are people that are not as competitive or have a mind competitive setting, or they love other decks, or they don't like tier 1 decks, or stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
So I can totally understand why they don't like it, or why they want a different meta. Well, you're gonna have a different meta now.
Right.
Because now, if with tier element GUU, you're gonna see like 20 decks coming out of the all.
Yes. Do you think it will be a better meta?
From a competitive perspective, nah.
No?
No, competitive players hate those kind of metas.
Do
Because you cannot side for every deck and you literally have to suck them off.
Yes, we actually talked about that with Hani before as well. Check that episode as well. But however, right now we're talking to you. Did you test anything of it yet?
I tested the tier elements with the Kashtira
Okay.
and King of the Swamp. To level 7 goes crazy. Unicorn plus the field spell goes even more crazy.
Okay.
And then I tested Branded. Branded is good.
Okay.
Actually, it's not bad. Maybe I should talk a little bit more about the 1 or 2 offs, but I think it's very good so far. Dragon Link, I'm in a process of deck building and theory, so I didn't test the deck itself yet. I'll let you guys know. You already know. That's about it for now.
Nothing else? No Sword Soul type of stuff?
Nah,
yet?
I think, bro, okay, Sword Soul is too fair. Like,
Okay.
let's cut this shit off.
I agree, but...
I don't think Sword Soul, maybe going second if there is a world in which a deck is gonna be good going second.
Maybe Mystic Mine 2 comes out?
Okay, here's the thing about Mystic. If Mystic Mine, at the 3 turn clock,
Yes.
the card would be the best card ever printed. Like, imagine like a Mystic Mine that only lasts 3 turns.
Swords of Revealing Light, but not
Basically.
shit. Yeah.
Being the best card ever to slow the game up enough to build back your advantage and try to fight insane endboards. You know?
Do you think though that it would be bad that we have a blowout card like that again at 3? Which is because basically like Max sees little brother then, right? Like, oh, I better draw this broken bullshit card or I don't. Do you not feel that would be like dangerous? Or do you think it's okay because we have set rotation terraforming that's like 5 copies?
You're talking about a card like Mystic Mine?
Yeah, just a Mystic Mine. If
No,
that like, Mystic Mine for
cannot
3
come back.
turns. Like,
Oh, no, 3 turns?
yeah, 3-turn Mystic Mine.
I think 3 turns Mystic Mine is fair.
Really? Okay. Okay, that's interesting. So you've tested Sword Soul, but it's too fair, right?
I feel like it's too fair.
Okay.
I mean, Rivalry is gonna be good again, so...
Yeah, but I was talking to another pretty cool content creator called Suffer. I was saying, yeah, Sword Soul fucking sucks ass. Like a hot take. Everyone's talking. I thought it sucks dicks, man. And he was like, no, it's gonna be good. I'm like,
It's not good. It cannot be good. Like, again, there is a new set, and you're still ending on Baron Shisha Trap. Like, come on, bro.
yes,
Like,
yes.
there are... Even Ninja can beat Sword Soul now.
Whoa, is Ninja good? I've not
It's
not touched
good.
any cards.
It's
of
not
it. I thought
good.
it
It's
was
funny,
like,
but it's not good.
Okay, that's good. What about Runic? That engine still lives.
Runic is gonna be insane, I
Yeah?
think. In a mid-range format, Runic kinda shines.
But you have to put it in something else, right? It can't just be a
Yeah,
floodgate
like,
deck.
you have to find probably the best subpar engine to mix it with. Might be Sprite, might be something else, but I think Runic is gonna pop off.
Okay. So this format...
To an
you-
extent, yeah.
This format you think is gonna be...
Mid-range.
Okay, mid-range. Given that this format is going to be very open, is there any decks you are excited to test? Like right now you're like, oh fuck, I'm in Lyon. I couldn't even enter the main event. This kind of sucks, but on Tuesday I'll be back home and I can cook something.
Kashtira tier.
Kashira tier?
Kashtira tier and Dragon Link. Those are the ones that I'm mostly interested about.
Okay, but so it's not out of just excitement, it's also because those are going to be good, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there's no shitty pet deck you're maybe thinking of?
Are you thinking about like the joy
Phantom Knights?
of
or-
fun?
No? No
No.
pet decks?
No, I don't think Phantom Knight is bad. Don't get me wrong.
No,
It's just that it doesn't have a flex spot.
Yes, that's true. But it can make Cherubini.
Can think about it.
Okay. Man, I love these cards, man. They just suck. Like the one thing I considered was going
My
tour
man
guide.
is literally one of the best Vanguard player. He understands the meta, but then he comes to YuGiOh. I like shitty decks. What can I do?
Hey, I played tier this weekend.
Fair enough.
I will sell out like if I have to, but I do enjoy building fucking garbage. But tour guide,
Oh, he
back.
likes to build garbage in Yu-Gi-Oh, but then you keep it like you see his content about Vanguard, top 3 world race with my Vanguard deck, Ultimate Spice tier 0.1.
Yes, yes. I'm very competitive in Vanguard, but in Yu-Gi-Oh, I look in Yu-Gi-Oh. I still have too much to learn. Like if you are good at a given card game, like you're good in Yu-Gi-Oh, you know.
I hope so.
You know the mountain you've climbed so far, right?
It's
you know
hard.
the work you put in.
It's hard.
Now imagine you start Digimon. Do you think from day one in Digimon you're gonna be as good as you are in Yu-Gi-Oh right
Bro,
now?
Digimon is not gonna last another year.
Okay, we can talk about that in a minute. But you will not instantly be as good, obviously, right? You know the mountain. You see that mountain. Me in Yu-Gi-Oh right now, I started playing properly again, like actually playing last year or so. Okay, like January Master Duel came out. I was fucking around a little, but I properly started playing last year. I know which mountain I still have to go. Like, I have to climb 60 kilometers, and I've climbed 10 of them already. So right now, if I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try hard, I'm gonna be the best, and blah, blah, blah. No, I still have this much to climb. I would just get mad because I'm constantly fucking up still. Right?
I feel you.
So, yes, in Vanguard I'm very competitive, but in Yu-Gi-Oh! I still have all these little things to learn, and that'll take a little time. And then I'll go top 3 worlds. I will say, though, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds race sucks.
Yeah.
Bro,
Like-
if you want to talk about that, I don't know, like...
Okay, let's start.
Okay, so the Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds race, I don't know... I know Pokemon does it pretty cool, where, like, you have to just consistently top, right? If in Pokemon you top a couple big events, you got your Worlds invite. This means their Worlds is big, but if you are a consistent good player, you go to Worlds. In Yu-Gi-Oh! You need to live in Germany. First of all, you don't live in Germany? Too fucking bad, buddy. There's the door. You need to live next to all these huge regionals. Because if you don't live next to the huge regionals, you can win every regional in Belgium. It doesn't matter. Because you can get top 16 in a German one and it'll be better.
Yeah.
Right? So that's first of all. So it's not even fair in that sense. You need to live close
I mean,
to the big regionals.
if you live in USA, you have also to travel for region.
Yes, exactly. But beyond that, after you've done all this work, you've spent more money on driving than on cards, right?
Yeah.
And on hotels. You've driven all across the world. You've done your best. You got the points. You're in. You're going to a qualifier, bro.
Top 16,
You're going
baby.
to a dumbass qualifier. If you
Yeah.
get sacked one day, you've
Yeah.
worked for a year and
Yeah.
you're out.
Yeah.
Bro, what the fuck?
Mm.
That's bullshit. That is fucking ass. Like, I'm sorry, bro, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I
My
love
man
it.
spitting facts right now.
Bro, Konami, I know I'm never getting sponsored. I'm saying fuck all the time. And
No, I'm getting sponsored. Let me trade, baby.
I love Yu-Gi-Oh! As a game, truly.
Yeah.
But that system is not good. It is rewarding good players, obviously. But it's also not rewarding a bunch of other good players. And so in Pokemon, it's just all the consistent players. You made it. In Vanguard, it's you get top 3 at like the highest level event. You made it. You're qualified.
Or you can win Europe. And
Or
go directly world.
win. But bro, it's a card game. There's still some
Top
variance.
3.
Yeah, in Vanguard, you get top 3 at
No,
the
top
high-
3 Europe goes to Worlds.
Okay, but that's still not much.
No, I mean, that's bad, I know.
Yeah. So like Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds, while super prestigious, godly players there everywhere, I just feel like, bro, Yu-Gi-Oh! Worlds should have 500 of the best players of the world. You should have more ways to qualify, or you should have like another system entirely, because right now,
I mean, they are fixing issues so far. I have seen already they fixed the issues about the points in the venue.
oh, you mean from the
They are trying to.
Yeah,
the,
I'm
the
not saying they're
communication
not
in
trying,
between,
bro.
in my opinion, is more about the communication in between Konami Europe and Konami Japan. Like they both do not have communication.
I have no idea about that.
They need to create a bridge
Okay.
and also communicate with the player base because Konami Europe does not communicate enough with the player base because they do not communicate with the Konami Japan. So we just need a bridge.
Okay, you can be the bridge, bro. You bring people together. But no, seriously, I think that system needs revamping. I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is such an amazing game, amazing major events. Like, bro, the energy is like crazy. But just
Like
your-
for example, we got a Konami ambassador. Do you remember like the Yu-Gi-Oh ambassador?
bro,
Griezmann.
you really want me to like
Griezmann that
get
didn't
banned.
that didn't
Yeah.
know even like the effect of pot of
Yes,
pot of
I
grid.
remember.
Okay, just bring a real one. Someone that cares about Yu-Gi-Oh, okay? You take an ambassador that cares about Yu-Gi-Oh and about the content creation of Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, for example, Farfa.
Yes.
He might not be a competitive player.
And he's
but
not a football player.
He's not a football player. Even though he's not competitive, he's a smart fucking person.
Yes.
You take someone like him to talk to the community, to be the bridge in between the community. You pays us because otherwise he's not gonna do that. And then we got a bridge.
Yes, that is the bridge from Konami to players. Yes, I get that. Though I do think ambassadors, the goal should be to get
We need a
Yu-Gi-Oh!
real one.
Yes, but the goal is to get them to people outside of it. Oh,
A real
Italian.
ambassador we need.
Now we have a real Nesh podcast. But yes, I agree. But on the other hand, though, ambassadors should be bringing the game outside of the community, right? Like the goal is not just more Yu-Gi-Oh players to be happy, which would be also great.
Oh, yeah,
but also to get more people in, right?
Okay, but they got it. Like we saw.
Yes, Master Duel and so
Yeah.
forth. On the Pod of Desires podcast, Pod of Greed was taken, by the way. There's literally a YouTube channel called Pod with a D of Greed, and it's not a podcast channel. I'm like, bro, why do you do this to me? Anyway, I hope he's having fun with his channel.
Delete it.
No, like it was like replays, but he doesn't upload often.
Just kind of ask. Just kindly ask.
No, it's
him
good.
to
Pod
delete.
of Desires is great because in our logo we now have like two faces, right? Like you have the avarice face and the greed face.
I
and
like
now-
that.
So now it works as a podcast. So thank you, Pod of Greed. But on the Pod of Desires podcast, we always have one final question,
Run it.
and that is the desires question. Do you have one major desire for Yu-Gi-Oh right now? One wish you could get granted? What would it be?
The biggest event ever made. I just would like for them to host the biggest event ever made. Like, you know, all those Mr. Beast video in which she does, yo, why did this, like, I did
got
the-
10,000
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh players in one place.
Yeah,
and
like
blah,
that
blah, blah.
one. That's
Yeah.
all I want. That's all I want. The
Okay.
biggest Yu-Gi-Oh event ever made with the biggest coverage. That's all I want, actually.
That sounds crazy. That should be the world's. Just everyone. 24 rounds of Swiss destroying each other. No, that would suck. But I do love the idea. Just the biggest event ever made, not worlds. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Do you have anything you want to shout out to the people before my camera battery runs out?
His batteries doesn't see the line. I hope you will see the line. See you next time.
I will see you soon. Ciao.